Hey guys! So I'm here with my current planner collection. I've been wanting to do this video for a while now and just to show you all of the planners that I currently have in my collection, but I haven't gotten around to it until now. So I guess I'm just going to jump right in to it and just show you all of the current planners that I have. So I'm going to start off with this one. This is my current memory planner. This is the 2000, I guess, well, it came out the ending of last year, so I guess the 2016 Heidi Swapp memory planner. This is the one that was exclusive to Hobby Lobby. So it's the white and gold striped one, the big size, the large size. This is the, it's equivalent to A5. But yeah, I know if you've been following me and you've been watching all of my memory planner videos, you would know that I housed most of the inserts for most of the year in my Marion Smith planner. So that's why I have the 6 holes punched into this. But since we're coming towards the end of the year, I decided I bought the Heidi Swapp storage binder, and so I've been keeping all the older inserts in, like all the completed inserts months in there because it no longer fit in here. So I just kind of moved this stuff out of my Marion Smith to use my Marion Smith for something else. So that is this one. We're in October, we're almost done with October, so I had to finish off October and then get into November and show you a little flip through of October. But that's this planner, and that's my Heidi Swapp planner. And then I want to get into like the smaller size planners now. So this one is a new planner for me. I have never used it. I got it maybe a couple of months ago, and I was going to do a separate video for the planners that I'm gonna use in 2016. So I'm 2017. Sorry, we're in 2016. The planners I'm going to use next year. So you might see this one in that video. But it is an A6, or the small sized Hobo Nicci. I bought the book from Jet Pens. It's the English version. And then I bought this cover from I believe it was AliExpress, and it came with the cover on cover and everything. Just because I didn't want to spend so much money buying the book and the cover from the Japanese website, the Hobo Nicci website, because shipping is so crazy expensive, and I didn't want to spend too much. I mean, the book, Jet Pens, if you know jetpens.com, I love that store. It's great for anything, like if you want Japanese stationery and everything within the States, within the United States. It's based, yeah, in the States. So the book was it's kind of expensive, this little book. I mean, from Jet Pens it was $31, and I guess that's equivalent to getting it from the Hobo Nicci store, because you have to pay like the shipping and everything and like the currency exchange. But actually, like when I did like the whole currency exchange after shipping and everything for the Hobo Nicci, buying it off of Jet Pens was actually came out to less money. So because I got free shipping. So I bought the English version from from Jet Pens, and then the cover cost me about $17, and that was including shipping from AliExpress. And it's not like an authentic Hobo Nicci cover, but I didn't really care. I just liked it because it was cute. So this planner I have in my collection currently, and I will be using it next year. And watch out for that video of the planners I'm going to use next year, and I'll tell you how I'm going to use it in that video. But that's what I got here. And now I'm just going to go through all of my personal ring binders, planner binders. I have 3 of them. Well, technically I have 4, but I'll explain the 4th. But I have 3 of them. So the first one I want to show is my butterfly Filofax. This is the butterfly Filofax from last year. I think this year they came out with a new one, which is so pretty, and I kind of want it, but I really don't need it. But I really, really want it because it's just so pretty. This is one of the cheaper ended Filofaxes. I actually had to buy mine because last year they did not sell this one on the US Filofax website. I had to buy mine through the UK. I ended up buying it through Amazon UK because it came out way cheaper. It basically came out with shipping and everything, the same price I would have bought it on the Filofax website if it was in the States. So I kind of lucked out with that because I know shipping internationally is way expensive. But yeah, Amazon UK gave me a great deal on it, and it came fine. It came perfectly, and I used this like like the rest of last year and almost all of this year for my my blog planner. So if you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen like the dividers and everything that I made for it. Right now, I don't have my blog planner in here. This one's actually sitting empty. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I have it in my collection. And if you're like interested in one of the cheaper ended Filofaxes, it's not real leather. It's like kind of like that fake, like what is it? PVC. I don't even know what it's called. But it's very soft. I think it's very good quality for a planner. The rings are perfect. They're kind of on the smaller end if you're used to like the new Kiki K rings or A5, but I really like this. It's very cute. So I have that one. Next, I'm going to show you my Lilac with the gold diamonds Kiki K time planner. So this one I bought when it came out. When did it come out? Like last year, I think. I think it was last year's planner. I think so, right? Because, let's see. Yeah, I think it was last year's planner. Yep, 2015. And so that's what I have in here. I used it for 2015, and it houses all of my 2015 inserts. And I just kind of took everything out of the pockets, though, but I have it housing my 2015 inserts. I adore this planner. Like, you have no idea. I wish Kiki K would make more of their time planners. I know lately they've been coming out with the personal planners, which are fine because they're really pretty, but I really love the feel of the leather on inside and outside, and only their time planners have that. I wish, though, they would make a time planner. They did it. They did it for, I think, the gold that came out with this one, that it was a snap, but it was leather on the inside instead of the band. I like the band, but I haven't been putting the band because it's been bending this part of it, so keeping it stored, I just have it like that. But I absolutely love how this planner feels. It just feels so good in my hand. So that's that one. And then my last personal size planner is the Perforated Mint Textured Kiki K. I actually have two of these. So I guess I have a fourth personal, but I don't use it because it came damaged. It came with like a line scrape right down the middle. It's super visible, so of course I talked to customer service and they sent me a new one. But this is the personal size. These is the ones that come with like the bigger rings, and this is my current planner as of now. This is my current 2016 planner. I don't really decorate this one very much. It's just, I'll have post-its and little sticky notes and stuff, but it's just for me to remember, important dates and stuff, to track orders that I'm waiting for and my expenses, and then this is just random lists and stuff, and then this is where I housed my blog planner, the one that was in the Filofax, and I used it up until I think September, and then I switched over to something else because things happened and I needed more space to plan blog stuff and everything like that. But this is my Kiki K, and I love this little planner. I'm so glad that I bought it. I always have bad luck when buying planners from Kiki K. They always arrived damaged. Like this one, this was a replacement for the first one that I got too, because the first one had a slit in the leather in the back. Like it looked like somebody took a X-Acto knife or something and just slit the leather in the back. I don't know. I really like Kiki K. Their customer service is really, really good and everything. It's just quality control sometimes. You end up with planners that are damaged. I don't know. When you pay for something that's supposed to be new, it shouldn't have like a gash along the front of the planner or a slit through the leather in the back. I don't know. It just, those things, like maybe little minor things. Like this one was my replacement and it came with like a misstitch. That's very minor. And that's fine, but like things that are actually damaging the surface of the leather when you first get it and you haven't even used it yet. So I have two of these, and the other one is sitting in its box with inserts. like the plain inserts, because I know when you get the personal sized Kiki Ks, the personal planners, that's what they're called. They come with like all the spare paper and all the other stuff. I usually take those things out. So I have a big planner like this filled with all that stuff, and I'm hoping like if I get maybe some leather paint, I can paint over that line. I'm not sure if it'll poke through the paint. That's the only thing. But it's something that I'm thinking about doing. But that is I would say the three personal size planners that I have. And so now I'm going to get to the A5s. I have 4 A5 planners. So the first one will be this one. And this is a Marion Smith Heart of Gold first edition planner. This one I bought, let me just move these so I can open this big one. This one I bought during her Imperfect sale. She held an Imperfect sale where they were moving warehouses and she was clearing out stock, and she had all these planners that were imperfect, meaning they didn't pass her quality control inspection, and so she didn't sell them with like the batch. This is a first edition, so she had first edition Heart of Gold and second edition Heart of Gold. The first edition Imperfect planners were going for $5, and then the second editions were $15. She showed us on Periscope, like, you know, what to expect from the Imperfect planners, so I just kind of took a chance and paid $5 plus the shipping, so it came out to $8 for this planner. This planner, it's functional. Like, I don't know if you can see it on video, but it has kind of like raised lines all over the cover, and I think that's just how the leather on this particular planner ended up being. But that doesn't, like, for an Imperfect planner, it didn't bother me so much, because, you know, you get what you pay for, really. I paid $5 for it, so that whole imperfection didn't bother me as much, you know, like as buying a, what is it, like the Key Ks go for like $60, and it came with, you know, I was expecting a newer planner. This one, I knew I was getting an Imperfect planner, but yeah, the leather, I think that was the only thing about this planner that was messed up, was that the leather had all of these kind of superficial marks on them, and I think that's just how it came. The rings were fine. The inside, all of Marion Smith planners have like these little dents on the inside, and that's just from the rings. It had like a little mist-stitch here with hanging thread, which I just trimmed off. But this one, if you've seen any of my videos, I've been using it as sort of like a kind of like a scrapbook visual kind of planner thing. And so that's what I have in here in the Marion Smith. And then I have a second Marion Smith. I have 2 Marion Smiths. This one, paid full price for it. It's kind of, well, actually I got it on a discount because I pre-ordered it from a scrapbook site. So I got this one for $50. It actually retailed for $59.99. I got it $50 free shipping. And it's the Marion Smith limited edition Luscious Pink planner. And this one's textured, whereas the Heart of Gold is smooth. This one's actually a texture. Vegan leather. They're both vegan leathers. All of Marion Smith's planners are vegan leather. Oh my god, this one, the feel of this one is just amazing. I didn't really like the leather in the Heart of Gold, at least this first edition. I don't know if the second edition is different, but I didn't really like it. It's smooth, but when you look at it, it's kind of pebbly. I don't know. I just didn't really like it very much. I'm just so glad that I just, you know, bought one of the Imperfect ones, because it's a very pretty planner. It's just not my favorite. This one though, this one is it's textured, it's lightly textured, and the leather feels really, really good. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It's just, it feels so nice. This one's also not available now, because it was a limited edition, and I think Marion Smith, she kind of cleared out all of her stock because she's moving her store into like Amazon store, so I have no idea. I'm pretty sure you can find Marion Smith planners on like eBay or like people in Facebook groups who are selling them, but directly from her you cannot find them. You might find them in like Etsy shops or like different scrapbook stores if they have them still available, but other than that, no. Anyway, so this is my Luscious Pink, and this is where, if you've been watching my videos, where I've housed my memory planner. But I recently took out my memory planner from this, and I've put in I call it my unraveling journal, or like my unraveling planner, and I'll explain. I follow this blogger. She's a UK blogger. Her name is Susanna Conway, and she's a photographer. She's a writer, and like her blog is it's a lot about you know, her life, like life, photography, looking at your life through the lens kind of she's very mindful. She practices a lot of mindfulness, kind of like looking like sort of like self-reflective and everything like that. So every year at the end of the, like in December, she puts out this workbook. It's called the Unraveling the Year Ahead workbook, and she has one for every year. So like this was last year's. No, that was 2015's. This was last year's. The 2016 one, she gives it out in December of 2015. You fill it out in the beginning for 2015. You fill out the beginning, and then you unravel your year ahead, which is 2016. That's how she does it. So here I have from 2014, so the ending of 2013, all the way to this year's. And so every year I kind of like to sit down and fill it out. It's kind of like goal setting. She doesn't really call it goals. For her, it's intentions, things that you intend to do, like in your life, like physical, tangible things that you want to get done or create or whatever, but also within yourself, like self-improvement, things you want to improve on yourself, your relationships with people and everything like that. So it's like a nice little workbook. So I keep my workbooks by year here. But then this part where it's called my journal, I took her class. She does classes along the lines of the same kind of self-reflectiveness. Photography, a lot of photography is included and stuff like that. This one is her unraveling course. Ways I see myself, I think it's called, unraveling. Currently she does not have it up for sale. She does them like live in intervals, and this one was a special release of it. I think it was last year. It was last year, yeah. And so of course I bought it, and I did it, and this was basically just my journal, like answering, like doing the prompts and all this stuff, putting in the photos that you take during the course and all this other stuff. And I kind of did mine a little bit creative, like it was half creative, had a lot of journaling, and stuff like that. And so this is my kind of unraveling binder, if you will. Hopefully I can fill up more of the workbooks and maybe kind of go over the course, because you have access to the course for forever. She gives you a nice little PDF workbook with it, so you can always go back and do it. I'm definitely going to need a bigger binder soon, or at least a storage binder to move over some of the stuff. But this is my unraveling binder. It's more of like a personal kind of reflective space for me, and so that's what I end up using this now. This used to be in my Mint Kiki K, which is this one, but I recently kind of switched everything around. Like I switched all of my A5 binders, like everything that I had inside, I switched them all about to how I currently have it. And so this is how I currently have that set up. And so let's just go into my Mint Kiki K. This is my first ever planner. This is the first planner that I ever got, was this one. I love this one and I hate this one. The Kiki K, this is an older Kiki K. This one's not very holding up very well. Like I'm getting like splotches on the cover and stuff like that. I don't know. I don't like how this, like these, the personal size has more of, I think because it's textured leather, it has more of a stiffness, but like the older ones usually have like, it would kind of like do these little weird bends here. I don't know. But that's the life of a Kiki K, I guess. But this is my mint one, and right now I have it set up as my current blog social media planner. If you've seen my, I think my latest planner setup, it was of this for using the hip kits. But this is just where I do a lot of blog planning. Like I haven't decorated those yet. Blog planning, and then I have my hip kit stuff back here, and like I track, you know, stuff and projects, and I write notes for new classes that I'm thinking of making and stuff like that. So that's what this planner is for, and that's how I've kind of decorated it for that. So yeah, this is just the Mint Kiki K, and that's how I use that. And then I have another planner, my last planner. Let's see, I'll move these guys over now. My last planner is my Robin's Egg Blue Carpe Diem. This is the older Carpe Diem. This is like the first Carpe Diem version. I don't know, the one that came out last year, basically. So it's the one with the polka dots. And I did post a setup video of this planner, but this is the one with the polka dots, so the fabric polka dot lining, not the new ones that just came out, even though those look so gorgeous and I kind of want one. I really want to buy the ballerina. I don't know what I'm going to use it for, but I kind of really want it. And that was the Reset Girl edition. Anyway, so this is my Carpe Diem, and I recently set this up because this is going to be my new memory planner for next year, which is going to be very interesting because I'm using the inserts that came with this particular binder. The monthlies are from the Posh because I liked how it looked very clean compared to the last year's. Yeah. And I loved the dividers, and I thought the colors matched really well with the color scheme that I'm using. And I just loved all the Posh stuff, so I just bought tons and tons of Posh stuff, so it's just decorate it with a bunch of Posh stuff. But yeah, so this is my Carpe Diem, and that's basically how it looks. And I believe those are all of my planners. So I have four A5 planners, right? And then I have the Hobo Nicci, I have the Butterfly Filofax personal size, I have this Kiki K Mint personal, and then I have the, what is this called? There's a lot of mint over there. I have the Lilac personal, and then I have, of course, the Heidi Swapp memory planner, and those are basically all of my planners. I do have, I have a Martha Stewart disc-bound notebook that, you know, sometimes I'll put a planner in it, but I don't really consider that a planner. I also have a lot of traveler's notebooks. I have like 3 or 4 of them that I made myself, and then I have the Webster's Pages traveler's notebook, but I don't really count those. Those are notebooks to me. Like, I don't really think of them as, I don't use them as planners. They're mostly for documenting, like I take them to make travel journals. So that's what I use a traveler's journal for. And then I have other little notebooks that are also used for like travel journaling. So yeah, these are my planners. Like, if you've noticed, I'm very heavy on the ring. I really like the ring. I bought the Martha Stewart disc-bound notebook in hopes of trying out a planner in that, and I do. I have it set up for with a planner for next year, but I can't even see myself using it because it's disc-bound. I would go to it and I would look at it a lot and play around, but I can't. I really, really like my ring bound. Hobo Nicci does not count because you'll find out later, or next video, what I'm using it for, and it should be interesting. I've never actually used Hobo Nicci before. But anyway, that is my current planner collection. I hope you guys enjoyed a little peek into my collection, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!